Okay, hey kids at home, we are doing number corner for second grade on October 13th. And we are going to take a look at a pictograph. I heard Cayenne saying as soon as we put this up here, he goes, that's a pictograph. So it's good that you know that. You can say it kind of either way. You can say it pictograph or pictograph. So you might sometimes see that both ways. Okay, so what we sometimes do is take a look at these kinds of charts or pictographs, right? And we're going to talk about what we think we should put for the title and what kind of survey we think was being asked. And then kind of ask a few questions and do a few number sentences. And then we're going to learn how to play a game. Okay? So, take a look at what we are being surveyed about. And what do you think the question was that was asked the students? Faith?
Maybe junk food.
So, like, what kind of junk food do you like? Since burgers and pizza are not super good for you, right? You could do that. So let's just we'll take that question and kind of turn it into like a statement title sort of. Favorite junk foods?
They're not junk. You would throw them in the trash if they're junk.
Well, it's kind of just an
It's
expression.
kind of like
It kind of is like that.
It's
Okay,
kind of like
so that's the one we're gonna go
it's kind of
with.
an idiom, but not really.
Kind of. Now we need to think of some questions. What are some questions that we can ask?
that.
You don't have to find anything. You don't have this. It's just we're just doing it together up here.
Why do you make me get
Cayenne, because we're gonna need that after this. We're playing a game and you're gonna need your paper for after, okay? All right, so what are some questions we can ask ourselves using this information? What do you think, Grace?
Do you like the burger, or are we asking a question?
Like, it's like you're pretending you're the teacher again and you're coming up with a question to ask about the information.
What do more students like, burgers or pizza?
Okay, I'll jot that down. If you can see the iPad screen, can they still see this?
Yes.
Okay, thanks. What
Just not the title.
What do people like more? And what's the answer? Everybody. What do people like more of?
Pizza.
Yeah, the mini pizzas. So we'll just put mini
Junk
pizzas
food.
for the answers. Okay, what if I took that question and I said, how many more people like pizza?
4.
Okay.
I think
I'm hearing 4 and I'm hearing 5. How can we figure this out, Wyatt?
Well, first, like
it's 7.
I'm asking Wyatt.
Like I usually, I did this. I like doing this strategy. So you just take the last, hamburger, and then you go one more than that to the mini pizzas.
Okay.
And then you just count on from that, and then you have the answer.
I love that strategy too. It's really easy to see. Okay, so we'll do what you said, Wyatt. So we're gonna go over one and down to the first pizza that's not paired up, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 more people like mini pizza compared to burgers. All right, so we'll just put 5 on our line.
That's how I knew it.
Okay, how about this for a question? How many? Do you have a question?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
How many people like burgers?
Okay, we'll change it to that. How many
7.
people like burgers? Okay, and what are you thinking?
7.
I'm hearing you say 7. Here's 7, and if I kind of like point up here, yep,
7.
we're at
I
7.
said 7.
That's good. Okay,
Mr. I have a question.
sure. What's your question?
I'm like, who likes burgers or pizza?
Oh, okay. Who likes burgers or pizza?
Which means add them all together,
Which
right?
that's exactly what that means. Because we want to know how. Yeah, that's kind of like saying how many people took the survey. Yeah.
I like changing sometimes that order and just thinking and, because burgers and pizza.
Okay, if it said and, if we said who likes burgers and pizza, that means that they voted for both. Like, it's like one person voted for both foods. So if you're saying who likes burgers or pizza, well, some people like burgers or some people like
That was
pizza.
20.
You think 20? What do you think, Wyatt?
Well, actually, I have only solved it.
Okay.
So it has the number line on the bottom.
Yes.
So wait, no,
No,
19.
Kyan, it's not your turn.
So the mini pizzas are filling up the little pizza.
Okay.
And then it goes over to the 12.
Yeah.
And when you get to the 12, you just count all the burgers.
Okay. And we already know that there's 7 burgers, right?
Yeah.
So we could say 12 and then count by ones. Or we could just say 12 plus 7.
Yeah.
What is 12 plus 7?
19.
19? Let's count by ones to check your work. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So you guys were right on that one. So who likes burgers or pizza? We'll say 19 people. Okay, great job on that. Okay, what we just did to figure out how many people like burgers or pizza was we said 12 plus 7 equals 19. Who can think of another fact that would belong in this fact family? Yes.
19 minus 7 equals,
Good. Okay, who's got another one for me? Kaya, do you have one? Another fact to go in our fact family?
Oh wait, 19 minus 12
Good.
equals 7.
Great job.
stole mine.
Okay, Faith, what about you?
No.
7 plus 12 equals 19.
Perfect. Good job. So there's our fact family to go along with our numbers here. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys how to play a game. And then for you guys at home, you can easily play this with somebody. Or if you are here in class, we're going to have you do this while I meet with the 3rd graders, okay? So this is called a fact strategy game. And you're going to play 3 rounds of it. And what you're going to be doing is you're going to be spinning a spinner. And you're going to try to decide, you're going to spin it twice, and you're going to get 2 numbers. And you're going to add them together, and you're going to decide what kind of fact is it, okay? What's a doubles fact?
Like
What does
10
that
plus
mean?
10 maybe?
Yeah, 10 plus 10, 8 plus 8. You're adding the same number to itself.
100
Okay.
plus 100.
That would be an example of a doubles.
1,000 plus 1,000.
Okay, you guys have got it. No more examples. You guys have got it. What's doubles plus or minus 1? What kind of fact would that be? Grace?
So like if I have a 9 and a 1, that would be it.
Oh, it wouldn't be doubles plus or minus 1. It wouldn't necessarily be 9 minus 1. I can see why you're saying that though because of this being here. Cross?
So like maybe it's like doubles. So like you make like 8 minus 8.
Well, we're going to be doing addition, but okay. So let me just kind of help you guys with this one. So a doubles plus or minus 1 fact is when you have a fact that's really close to a doubles fact. So let's say you know that 4 plus 4 is 8, okay? But if you had one of those numbers just off by 1, if you said 4 plus 5, that's kind of like saying 8 plus 8 plus 1 more, wouldn't you say? So that's a fact where you've got doubles plus 1 more, okay?
What?
So, for instance, here, I'll write it on the back of one of these. Okay, so for instance, 4 plus 4 is 8. That's a doubles fact. We all know that, okay? But if we said something like 4 plus 5, in our heads, we could be thinking about that problem and thinking, well, that's kind of like a doubles fact, like 4 plus 4 plus 1 more. Do you see what I mean? Because it's kind of like you take that 5 and you split it into 4 and 1.
Yeah, but
So-
how would you get the doubles?
Well, it's a doubles fact because it's kind of like saying 4 plus 4 plus 1. Okay? And if you know 4 plus 4 is 8, 4 plus 5 would just be 1 more. So sometimes thinking about doubles can help you when you've got numbers that are pretty close together. So for instance, if I know 5 plus 5, what's 5 plus 5, guys?
10.
Great. Okay, that's pretty fast. But if I had 5 plus 6, I know that's just going to be 1
11.
more. 11. That was really quick. Let's try another one. Okay, let's do 7 plus 7.
14.
Good. Now, if you know that one
14.
really quickly, what's 7 plus 6?
15.
Oh, I gotcha. 13.
13.
Because I went down one. See what I mean? So if you know the doubles, and then you've got one that's like just one away, it's easy to kind of adjust your answer by one number. Okay? So that's what this kind of problem is. If you are making 10, that means you've got two numbers that you add together to make the answer 10.
Or like 6 plus 4.
Exactly. Good examples. If you're adding 10s, that means that you're just adding like 2 plus 10, 5 plus 10, 6 plus 10. You're just adding a 10. If you're adding a 9, same kind of thing. You're like 1 plus 9, 2 plus 9, 3 plus 9. And then any other facts that don't fall into those categories would be the leftovers, like leftover food or something. Okay? Okay. You guys are going to be getting a spinner, and I'm going to ask you to make an adjustment on it because when I made it, I kind of forgot about the add 10. But it looks like this. Just a minute, please. And so let's just go ahead. We'll say we're going to take the 2, and when you guys get your spinner, just go ahead and make it a 10. And sometimes we play this with playing cards or we play with dice, but because we're trying to kind of stay away from touching the same materials, we're going to use a spinner. You guys at home could easily make the spinner as well. And what you do is you take this, you draw your circle, and you write some numbers in it, and then you get yourself a paper clip. Hold on, mine are all stuck together. And you use a pencil like this,
And then you can make a wolf.
and then you spin. Okay? So on your turn, you're going to spin twice. So I just got 7. Oh, jeez.
7 plus.
Hang on.
You're
7
gonna
plus.
You're gonna get 3.
I drew on my 3.
You're gonna get
7 plus. 7 plus is more on the 6, I would say. So 7 plus 6. I think for me, this is round 1. 7 plus.
Wait, this is kind of like the game with the other game with the spinner.
Okay. A little bit. What do you think this fact would be, Grace?
Doubles plus or minus 1.
Yeah, because it's kind of like 7 plus 7 is 14, but just 1 less. So
Yeah.
I'm going to put my fact right in there. That's my turn. Okay? So that's what you do. Then on your turn, you would do the same thing, and you would decide where to put the fact, and you win the round when you fill up your whole entire row. So let's try another one and see if you guys can figure out where to put it.
Is it, do we have to do,
That
on the next
spinner.
Hold on, Kyan, you got to wait for people. Okay, Grace, what's your question?
on the next time you spin, when you put it, like, still in the ones?
You can just put it wherever. So, oh, you mean in round 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, here, I'll show you. So, like, let's say my partner took a turn and they wrote on their paper. Now I'm going to go again. I got on the line, pretty even. I'll go again. 4 plus 10. So where would I put 4 plus 10?
You will put
14.
add 10.
You're right, and Kyan, you were right that it's 14. So 10 plus 4 equals 14.
That's easy.
Yeah, and so I would keep going like
Just
this.
count 4 more.
I would keep going like this, and whoever fills up the whole row first wins. So I might get to a point where let's say I rolled, or I spun my spinner, and I got 10 plus 3. Well, I wouldn't have anywhere to put it because I already have something in the plus 10 one. You guys get the idea?
What's make 10?
Make 10 would be like if I spun, I'll give you an example. Like if I did something like 4 plus 6, because that makes 10. It equals 10. An example, if I spun it could be like 8 plus 8 equals 16. That's an example of doubles. Maybe I did 9 plus 4. If I spun that on my spinner.
You're
And then-
wasting paper.
And then a leftover one might be
Actually,
something.
that wouldn't be 15.
Oh, you're right.
13.
I wasn't
13.
thinking on that one.
Did you
Hey,
just say 13?
I like that you're paying attention. And
I'm
then
paying attention.
another one that might be just a leftover one would be like 7 plus 5 because it doesn't follow any of these rules here, okay? So 7 plus 5 is 12. Okay, so if I was able to get all of those in a row, I would win that round. Are there any questions on how to play? Faith, any questions? You good? Okay, so we're gonna stop our video and give you guys a
There
chance
should
to
be
play a
an
game
add
with
5.
this.
There should be
All right.
an add 7.
Bye at home. See you guys later.
Bye.